October 8, 2025, the new Solicitor General of the Department of Labor in America, he said in a video that day one, he will exercise his power to make America Christian again by petitioning a day of rest for all to make America Christian again. What is this petition all about? And we have here a revival spreading like wildfire in America. Is this genuine revival or a revival that will lead to the mark of the beast? Welcome, dearest friends. This is TIBP Media. Thank you, dear subscribers, patrons, and TIBP members. Something is trending right now in America, and that is a movement that is calling to bring revival back to America, bring religion back into the United States of America, bringing God back into the U.S. And we know as Bible-believing Christians that this is false revival. How will President Trump do this? By uniting church and state.
We needed not just a political realignment, but also a spiritual reawakening. We did. And we have to bring back religion to America like never before. We want God back.
First of all, we have Paula White, the NAR priestess who is in charge with other evangelicals and Roman Catholics in the White House. And what are they calling for? Bring revival to America. Yes, unite church and state. Bring God back into the culture. But remember, dear friends, it's false revival.
Wherever I go, God rules. When I walk on White House grounds, God walks on White House grounds.
We also have Kevin Roberts on the left and J.D. Vance on the right. We have Project 2025. And what are they promoting? Bring revival in America by uniting church and state. Did you know that the head of the Heritage Foundation, Project 2025, says that we should keep the Sabbath?
Rather than simply opposing loneliness, atomization, and secularism, we should observe the Sabbath. Rather than simply opposing loneliness, atomization, and secularism, we should observe the Sabbath. We should observe the Sabbath.
Wow! The head of the Heritage Foundation, Project 2025, is promoting the Sabbath now. One more video from Rome.
Today we contemplate the mystery of Holy Saturday, the day of great silence and joyful expectation.
Wow! The papacy is the Antichrist promoting Holy Saturday now and even calls Saturday the Seal of God. So we have Project 2025, Rome, and apostate Protestants. We have a massive problem here because the Sabbath that they're promoting here is Sunday.
Expected us to have a funeral today, and instead, my friends, we have had a revival in celebration of Charlie Kirk and of his Lord Jesus Christ.
And notice, dear friends, ever since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, that same false movement, the Sunday movement, the revival, the false revival, have received life, more breath, more energy, more strength. So much so, at Charlie Kirk's memorial, what theme was being trumpeted? Bring revival back into America. How? By uniting church and state. And what are they calling for? Revival. It's bringing America to surrender its freedom and accept the principles of Roman Catholicism. That's why you have this gentleman raising a rosary. Dear friends, this man just elevated the Catholic rosary, the prayer beads, the rosary to turn America back to God, and he showed Roman Catholicism. October 8, 2025, Jonathan Berry, confirmed to be the Solicitor General of the Department of Labor in America. Question: does God have a heavenly, quote-unquote, Department of Labor? Yes. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work, but on the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. He says in a video that once that he is in position to be the new Solicitor General for the Department of Labor, he will petition to that head of Department of Labor that America institute Sunday rest by law.
In many respects, it is a return to something that basically always everyone ever had. And it's specifically the idea of encouraging Sabbath rest through discouraging commerce.
Sunday worship by law. Why? So we can go back to the pattern of Emperor Constantine in 321 AD. That's not true revival. That is a counterfeit revival from the devil.
Going literally dating back to Constantine and his recognition of Christianity in the Roman Empire, that you've had a pretty consistent tradition in Western civilization of taking Sunday off from commerce.
I need to show this video once more because in the background you see the logo CIC. CIC stands for Catholic Information Center. His connection with Rome. And he has been a featured speaker at the Catholic Information Center, an organization dedicated to framing public policies through the lens of Catholic doctrine. These academic and speaking associations show that Jonathan Berry is committed to advancing Roman Catholic principles in law, that's the state, in faith, that's the church, and public life, Sunday law. So whatever petition Sunday law he will be doing, he will do it for the glory of Rome, for the papal Antichrist. Key Project 2025 authors now staffing Trump administration. Project 2025, controlling America. Whoever is president doesn't matter. Just so happens it's Trump won. And then Trump will appoint the Project 2025 authors. Real quick, that's why you have Roosevelt, one of Project 2025's top architects. That's why we have Stephen Miller to serve as White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy and President's Homeland Security Advisor. You have, of course, Caroline Leavitt, Trump's pick for White House Press Secretary. You have Brendan Carr, nominated for Federal Communications Commission. And you have Tom Homan, border czar, has been appointed, who will oversee the southern and U.S. borders and all maritime aviation security, and other contributors among the list of nearly 300 contributors preceding the playbook of Project 2025, and a number of other people have also landed in Trump's administration. And not to mention the apostate Protestants who supports the Pope of Rome and making America Christian again. Great Controversy says the Sabbath will be the great test of loyalty, for it is the point of truth, especially controverted, when the final test shall be brought to bear upon humanity. Then the line of distinction will be drawn between those who serve God and those who serve Him not. Dearest friends, my appeal today, notice that people that will be sealed in the book of Revelation, what are they called? They are called servants. People that will receive the seal of the Father have invested in heavenly riches, not earthly riches per se. They have surrendered their lives to Christ. They have decided to keep the Bible Sabbath and all the other 10 commandments of God because of love. Grace saved Christians obeying the 10 commandments of God, worshiping God in spirit and in truth. And as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Kindly type our decisions today. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Thank you, dearest friends. Continue to preach truth found in Bible prophecy.